It is that time of week again, folks. Welcome back to the Aquatic News Network, where we bring the stories of the water to life. Welcome in and welcome back, folks. And stick around for this one because we've got some great stories to cover for you this week, such as a new segment added to our aquatic news, along with new species spotlights and things that you can do, small steps to make an improvement and make an impact in the world. So let's get started. For centuries, the Alacranes Reef has harbored secrets deep within its currents, a stronghold of undiscovered life teetering on the edge of scientific obscurity. But in a spectacular turn of events, marine biologists have shattered expectations by unveiling a new predator lurking in the coral labyrinths, a sleek, enigmatic hamlet fish, now officially recognized as Hypoplectris espinosae. What makes this discovery so astounding? It isn't just the novelty of a new species, it's the proof that life can evade detection, even in waters frequently traversed by scientists. This revelation poses an unsettling question. How many species are vanishing before they are ever even known to science? The credit for this discovery belongs to Alfonso Aguilar Pereira, a vigilant marine biologist from the Autonomous University of the Yucatan, who first noticed the fish while surveying reef habitats in the Bay of Campeche. Immediately, he sensed something was off. The fish's black saddle patch, distinctive and unrecorded, didn't match known hamlets. He reached out to Oscar Puebla, an expert at German's Leibniz Center for Tropical Marine Research, leading to a full-scale scientific inquiry. Genetic testing then confirmed that Hypoplectris espinosae was, without a doubt, a newly evolved predator, blending in so seamlessly with the reef that it had remained invisible to science until now. This species exhibits cryptic coloration, a tactical camouflage strategy allowing it to blend with surrounding corals, making it not just elusive, but a master of stealth. Yet there is another dramatic twist. While the discovery marks a triumph, it also sounds an urgent alarm. The Bay of Campeche's reefs are under increasing pressure from climate shifts, pollution, overfishing, and the effects of cyanide fishing. With warming and changing sea temperatures threatening coral habitats, newly discovered species like the Hypoplectris espinosae face dangers before they have even been fully studied. The revelation underscores the pressing need for conservation efforts to protect these fragile ecosystems before more species disappear into obscurity. As the scientific community rallies around this discovery, one thing is clear: the ocean still has secrets, but how many will remain hidden, or worse, be lost forever before humanity takes decisive action? Stay with the Aquatic News Network for updates as we continue unraveling the mysteries of our oceans. On to our next segment.
The battle over California's water policies has taken center stage in the political clash between Governor Gavin Newsom and President Donald Trump. Delta Smelt fish emerging as an unlikely symbol of the fight. The role of the Delta Smelt. The Delta Smelt is a small, slender-bodied fish native to California's San Francisco estuary. It is considered an indicator species, meaning its health reflects the overall condition of this estuary ecosystem. Due to the habitat changes and reduced freshwater outflows, the Delta Smelt population has drastically and dramatically declined, leading to a strict environmental protections that limit water diversion from the Sacramento San Juan Delta. Crazy. Why is it important? The Delta Smelt plays a crucial role in the food chain, serving as food sources for larger fish like salmon and sea bass, as well as sea lions. Its survival is tied to the Endangered Species Act, which mandates that the government take action to prevent extinction regardless of whether the species is directly beneficial to humans. The political battle? Trump has criticized Newsom, claiming that water restrictions meant to protect the Delta Smelt have contributed to the water shortages, allegedly hampering firefighting efforts in Los Angeles. He argues that Newsom's environmental policies prioritize fish over people, calling for a water restoration declaration. To redirect water supplies, Newsom's office has denied the existence of such declaration, emphasizing that the governor is focused on the fire release efforts. We're going to see about that. What do you think, folks? Is the Delta Smelt more important than human lives? This question is at the heart of the political and environmental debate. While Trump and his supporters argue that humans' needs should come first, environmentalists counter that protecting ecosystems is essential for a long-term sustainability. The Endangered Species Act does not weigh species based on their usefulness to humans. It simply mandates their protection. The Delta Smelt controversy is more than just a debate over a fish. It represents a broader struggle between environmental conservationists and resource management in California. Whether it's water for agriculture, urban development, or wildlife, the fight over the Delta Smelt is a microcosm of the state's ongoing water wars.
It's the perfect escape. Calm waters, vibrant life, a window into another world. But what if your passion for fish keeping was actually pulling you into dangerous waters? What if, in your rush for more, you left behind unseen consequences lurking beneath the surface? This is the untold story of fish keeping gone wrong. It's a story not just of overindulgence, but of neglect, of what happens when the thrill of the new blinds us to the responsibilities we've left behind.
I thought I was ready. I set up the tank, added the fish the same day. I didn't think cycling was such a big deal. But a few days later, the immune spike hit. I lost fish I'd fallen in love with. It was all just because I couldn't wait on a nitrogen cycle.
I couldn't stop myself. I wanted every beautiful fish I saw. My tank ended up overcrowded, the aggression started almost immediately, and before long, I was losing fish left and right. It felt like my dream tank had become my worst nightmare.
It was the deal of a lifetime. A rare fish that I couldn't pass up. I skipped quarantine because I didn't want to wait. That one fish brought ache into my tank, and I watched it spread like wildfire. I lost almost everything.
I started with one tank, but I caught the bug. Soon I had 5 tanks, and I mean, at first it was exciting, but I couldn't keep up with the water changes, the maintenance. The tanks eventually and inevitably fell into disrepair, and I even ended up having to sell half of them just to recover. Rushing in fish keeping isn't just about mistakes, it's about what gets lost. The lives of your fish, the beauty of your tanks, and even the joy of the hobby itself. But it doesn't have to be this way. The key to fish keeping isn't speed, it's care. Patience isn't just a virtue, it's survival. Love your tanks, love your fish, and most importantly, love the process. So slow down, learn about it a little bit more, become more attuned to your tank, and learn the beauty of husbandry in the process.
Yes, I'm looking for Mr. Strauss, Mr. Levi Strauss. Is he in? Can I talk to him? Well, I have a co-anchor over here, and I've been trying to get somebody to give him some pants. I've said it before, the guy looks borderline homeless. I know he's not. He's walking around, he's in his underwear doing a segment, okay? And as much as we love seeing his legs, they are so white that it's almost blinding. So I just want to get him some pants so we can hide that a little bit so we can get more viewers in. What do you have in mind? What do you guys have? We'll put him in a pair of overalls. I mean, we can go with, snow pants. I mean, we can put him in anything. I prefer the Canadian tuxedo for him. I really do. I would like to see him all denim now. I think he would look great and head to toe, just dripping with denim swag. Oh, hold on, I'm live. I gotta go. Oh, hey guys. Welcome to Jim's Answers. I don't know if we're gonna have any answers today, but I can tell you this much. If you guys keep writing in with answers like this and questions that you want me to answer that are crazy, like, can I use tap water in my saltwater tank? Well, yeah, you can. But you gotta let it cycle. You gotta know the cycle. Salt water has to be cycled as well. You can't just chuck some water in there and throw your little fish in there and say, oh, here's my fishy in the water that I just set up. It's going to be so great. And you wake up the next morning and your fish is dead. So yeah, you got to cycle your tank first before you throw your fish in there. But you can use tap water. Some of these questions are just off the chain. Do fish get seasick? Look, Brian, in Massachusetts, fish do get seasick. Really? Do you get seasick? You probably do. You probably get on the little bumper boats at your little local fair, and next thing you know, you're chucking up your corn dog you ate a few minutes ago because, Mommy just didn't give you any Dramamine. No, fish don't get seasick. They're in the sea, for God's sakes. They go with the flow. Unlike you. Your brain is done gone. There is no flow to it. It's just left the building. What do we got here? Do fish get bored of swimming in circles? If they're swimming in circles, they're doing the death circle. My fish don't swim in circles. They swim in ovals. They don't go corner to corner to corner. They swim around. They go down, turn around, come back. They're swimming laps, yo. They're not swimming in a circle. Do you swim in a circle? You get in that big old pool and swim in just a straight circle? You're doing 360s all the time? Are you getting dizzy while you're doing those 360s? So no, the fish doesn't just swim in cycles. They just swim. Hey people, I can't believe you asked me this question. Can I use Pepsi instead of water in my tank? I don't even know how to respond to that. I mean, can we replace your oxygen with methane and see how you like it? I mean, can you just walk around in a room full of Arby farts all day? Just want to smell them and gag? Come on. You put your fish in pop or soda or whatever you call it. Most of you folks are calling it soda. It's freaking pop here in the north, let me tell you. You're going to kill it. The acid in it's going to burn its gills. And the next thing you know, your little friend is going to be upside down, laying at the bottom, gasping. Gasping! Like your husband, every time he looks at you, he's gasping, thinking, oh my God, why did I marry this woman? She asked the dumbest questions. Jesus, you guys are killing me. Can I feed my electric blue Acara macaroni and cheese? What kind? We're going Kraft, Velveeta? You getting some of that cheap stuff from Walmart, the Great Value macaroni and cheese? Getting the little spiral noodle ones? Oh, I'm sure they're going to love their water just being all clouded up and just funked up from macaroni and cheese. You feed your kid dog food? You feed your husband dog food? Just wondering, because if you're feeding your fish macaroni and cheese, I think you got life confused, because now you're feeding your fish human food and you're feeding your humans dog food. I guarantee that's what you're doing. So no, Sally from Florida, you cannot feed your electric blue Acara macaroni and cheese. It just doesn't work. Guys, that concludes this episode of Jim's Answers, where I answer your questions, no matter what they are. Thank you for choosing the Aquatic News Network. And by all means, have a great evening, a great morning, a great night, whatever time you're watching this. Remember to click on another video because it helps us in the algorithm. And remember one more thing. Don't feed your fish human food. It's your hobby. Do it your way. Just not that way. People are killing me.
And welcome back to this segment of Who's in the News. Today we're going over a few different channels that are making an impact on YouTube with koi. Few creatures in the aquatic world capture the imaginations like koi fish. With their mesmerizing hues, graceful movements, and deep historical significance, koi have become symbols of perseverance, prosperity, and beauty. But beyond admiration, dedicated individuals work tirelessly to ensure the species is understood, properly bred, and appreciated for generations to come. Across the koi keeping community, passionate educators and breeders are using digital platforms to share knowledge and celebrate koi in a way that was once limited to books or select fish farms. YouTube creators like Twisted Koi, Stubbs Aquatics, Sweet Acres Koi Farm, and The Koi Pit have transformed koi awareness by documenting their experiences and educating audiences about genetics, breeding, and care. Koi fish are more than just ornamental pond dwellers. They are the result of centuries of selective breeding. Cultivated for their dazzling scales and elegant form, each koi tells a story through its lineage, a blend of artistry and science that has evolved over generations. Through careful breeding programs, hobbyists and professionals strive to refine koi genetics, enhancing traits that define champion-grade fish. These efforts not only preserve koi heritage, but also contribute to healthier, more vibrant populations. YouTube has become an indispensable tool for sharing this knowledge. With a wider audience, Twisted Koi demonstrates hands-on care and practical koi keeping methods. Stubbs Aquatics offers decades of experience in fish husbandry. Sweet Acres Koi Farm provides an unfiltered look at the challenges and triumphs of koi breeding, and the Koi Pit brings a fresh, engaging perspective on the fun and progression of koi keeping. Together, they are helping to demystify koi genetics and care, making this elegant species more accessible to enthusiasts worldwide. Thanks to these creators and many others within the koi community, awareness continues to grow. Their dedication ensures that koi fish are not only admired, but truly understood, honoring their history, refining their future, and celebrating the incredible artistry behind their existence. So, through education, passion, and digital storytelling, the mission to elevate koi fish remains strong. And as their influence spreads, these remarkable fish will continue to captivate hearts across the world.